Did you know that 90% of YouTubers never get monetized? I can't imagine putting in the work to start a channel and never seeing it through. Over 500 hours of video is uploaded to YouTube every minute. But since 90% aren't monetized, most of the money made from these videos won't be going in YouTubers' pockets. Unless you do what 10% of YouTubers are actually doing: learn, implement, and grow. Today I'm giving you a crash course on what it takes to get monetized on YouTube. I'm not very smart. If I can do it, you can too. You might already know that you can't even think about being in the YouTube Partner Program until you have 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 hours of watch time. And no, that doesn't mean you've been watching YouTube for 4,000 hours. That means other people are watching your content for 4,000 hours. The only time you don't need at least 4,000 watch hours is if you're running a shorts channel, in which case, within a 90-day period, you need at least 10 million shorts views. But most people monetize based on the watch hours. So how can a brand new channel get all of these watch hours if nobody's ever heard you or ever seen you? There are a few different tricks and tips. One of the things you can do to help yourself get to those watch hours faster is make sure you're making videos that are at least 8 to 10 minutes. For two reasons. If somebody watches 50% of that video, it's still 5 hours of watch time. But if somebody watches 50% of a 5-minute video, that's only 2.5 minutes of watch time. I'm not necessarily saying that longer videos are better, but you don't want to shortchange yourself so much that you have to make twice or even 3 times as many videos just to get the watch hours. And the reason you want at least 8 minutes, once you start earning that money, 8-minute videos can have extra ads placed within inside. Another way to help increase watch time on a brand new channel, put an end screen that you specifically talk about at the end of the video and direct those people to watch that video. Point at the little video, wrap your video up in such a way that it naturally moves from one topic to the next, which I'll demonstrate at the end of this video. And that'll make sure that if somebody watches all the way to the end of your video, you can go ahead and keep them doing watch time on your channel by guiding them to another one. See, it's not that hard. But you want to make sure that you don't lose somebody as soon as you get them to click on your video, so make sure you have an engaging hook, maybe ask a question, and possibly relate to the individual in the first 30 seconds, because views don't even count until 30 seconds is up. Which brings me to another point. You need to make sure that you're not just focusing on the video. The packaging is half the battle. I didn't like this when I first started YouTube. I was very uncomfortable with the idea of doing successful thumbnails and titles. The title isn't quite as scary, but the thumbnail part is a completely different art. You have to be able to make an image that both makes somebody want to click, and it also has to match up with your video. So if your video, when they first start in those first 3 seconds, doesn't deliver the promise of what's on the picture, you're going to lose those people really fast and won't get any watch time. In other words, if I have a picture of a T-Rex fighting an elephant on the front of the cover, and then I start the video talking about T-Rexes and what it would be like, that's not really fulfilling the promise. I need to at least have a clip of a T-Rex fighting an elephant. So now that I think about it, where would you get a T-Rex fighting an elephant? Oh, AI. AI could do anything. Speaking of which, when you're using AI for your videos, which this day and age, you'll probably will in some way, form, or fashion, you need to remember that AI should only be used as an aid. Yes, there are a lot of channels out there right now that are getting big fast that are all AI, but I promise you, they're not all AI. The person isn't having AI come up with the title, AI come up with the thumbnail, AI come up with the video, AI edit it, and then just letting AI do everything, and all they do is upload. That's not happening. What they're doing is they're letting AI make these things, then they're using the human touch to tweak it and make it even better. And one of the ways you can do that is by using a program called VidIQ. I don't see how you can start a YouTube channel this day and age without having VidIQ. VidIQ is one of the most important resources that a brand new YouTuber and an expert YouTuber can have. It has AI tools, all sorts of things that are going to help you. And you can either do a free version or a paid version, so it's not like you're locked into something as soon as you start using it. Personally, I noticed on my VR channel that I have that as soon as I started using VidIQ recommendations, I had views start skyrocketing. So if you want to check out VidIQ, there's a link in the description. Here's a big mistake that many new YouTubers make. Too many new YouTubers will start a channel in a niche and they've never watched anything in that niche. It's very important that you know your niche. Why? Because there's already people in that niche that are successful. Yes, it's possible you may have some fantastic idea that no one's ever tried before that is going to just blow up very quick. But chances are you need to at least find out what it is that's already working and being successful and mimic that. using tools like vidIQ to give yourself the best chance possible of competing with these individuals. Before you even try to start a YouTube channel, there are some eligibility requirements. Comment below if you've had any issues with these eligibility requirements. Number one, you got to be at least 18 years of age, but don't worry if you're not. You have to have a legal guardian that is basically in charge of that. I'm not really sure exactly how that works, but there's tons of kids with successful YouTube channels, but their parents are the actual ones that are in charge of the channel. You need to live in a country or region where YouTube is available. A quick Google search will help you on that. You also need to make sure that you're being very careful to stay within YouTube's advertiser-friendly guidelines. This is really important. You don't want to put a bunch of work into a channel just to find out and realize that the stuff that you're putting is too bloody or it's too inappropriate or whatever the case may be. Because some of these things YouTube hates so much that not only could it possibly keep you from getting monetized, but it could make it so that your channel and any channels associated with that email will never get monetized and possibly even banned. Now, after you've studied your niche, you've made a bunch of videos, you've done your best to implement, learn, and grow, you will get to the point where you are eligible. You have your 1,000 subscribers, you have 4,000 watch hours, you're in the right country, you're 18 years old. YouTube will tell you through YouTube Studio and email that you are now eligible. And when they tell you that you're eligible, go and follow their process. You'll have to set up a Google Adsense account. This is how you will be getting paid. And after you do that, you'll have to wait for a manual review of your channel. I'm not positive what this means. I think they say it can take a while. It didn't take that long for me, just a few days. And as long as you're following the guidelines and you're not reusing other people's content or doing gross things or things that are absolutely inappropriate, you shouldn't have any issues getting monetized. Once all this is complete, you'll have to set up some payment options, and then you'll get to the point where whenever you go to the Earn tab in your YouTube Studio, there will actually be dollars there. But it is important to remember and understand YouTube's payment policies. They will not even send you a check until you hit $100. Once you hit $100, then you have to wait for the next pay period that they'll pay you at, which is usually towards the end of the month. I think it's somewhere around like the 20th. And then after all of that, you will get ad revenue. And you need to understand this about YouTube. Most people start a YouTube channel with the idea that ad revenue is going to be the majority of their income. Most YouTubers only look at ad revenue for about 30% of their income. Where are they getting the rest of it? They're doing affiliate marketing. They're talking about things and having you go down to a link in the description or possibly go on to another website. They're getting sponsorships and having different people sponsor specific videos. They're promoting their own products or t-shirts or courses. And they might even be doing things like coaching. There are many ways to make money on YouTube. If you have a business and think your business does not work for YouTube, you are incorrect. You can absolutely promote your business on YouTube and utilize it to start driving traffic to you. So when we talk about getting monetized on YouTube, most people are thinking to themselves ad revenue, but ad revenue is just the start. And really, ad revenue doesn't have to be the start. I earned affiliate marketing money on my YouTube channel before I was ever even getting ad revenue from the YouTube Partner Program. I have a virtual reality channel, and I did videos where I was selling virtual reality products like special lenses to go in your headset and comfort and battery straps and things like that. And if you're just starting your YouTube journey and you want more videos like this, subscribe to this channel and then comment below that you subscribed. And in the meantime, watch this video right here where I talk a little bit about how you can blow up your channel just a little bit faster than you would if you weren't utilizing this very important and free resource.